Today we're going to find out if elves can 7-0 a standard event. We're going to find out just how good elves are in standard when you're willing to put gems or gold on the line. Hi, it's McFluffy52 here, back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena action. Today we're playing a standard event with Golgari Elves. We're playing another standard event Saturday. So each Saturday I ask people what they want to see me try out in a standard event, and I go ahead and play it. This week we're playing Golgari Elves. I saw two people who mentioned elves. Rakdos Sacrifice has popped up the last 2 weeks, so that'll probably be in heavy consideration for this upcoming or the next one. So let me know in the comments what you would like to see in a standard event, and let's hop into the deck real quick and talk about how I expect this to go. So we're playing Golgari Elves. This is the deck list. I did a video on this deck previously. We did pretty good in the video. We had a lot of explosive games, but as I've mentioned in that video, elves are not really the best deck, or not that good in standard, because boy do they get blown away like leaves in the wind very easily by removal or more explosive decks. So I have very, very low expectations for this, but people want to see elves, and elves are really fun to play, so we will give it a try. We have Mana Dorks, Dwynen's Elite for tokens, Lord, thing that taps for a lot of mana, thing that untaps it, Genesis Wave for a bunch, put a bunch of elves on the battlefield and see what happens. So that's kind of the idea behind the deck. Now, in terms of the rewards we get, you have to pay 2,500 gold or 375 gems, and around 3 wins is what you want to see, because you get 200 gems in one pack, and one pack is roughly, or not roughly, is worth 200 gems if you go to purchase it from the store. So 3 wins, you get 400 gems of value, so you make back what you put in. Let's see if we can make back what we put in. Let's hop into some games. Okay, this is great. We go first. I was on the draw a lot when I was playing this deck in ranked, and the last 4 games of ranked I've lost with this deck because I was trying to make sure I still knew how to play it. Not like elves are just complicated to play, it's just, alright. Yeah, let's keep tap landing. The 1 of or 2 of Restless Cottage in the open area is kind of rough, but maybe we'll top deck an untapped source. If we untap or get a untapped source, we can play Tribute, and that can draw us cards if they go for a bunch of removal, but the opponent's playing red, so I suspect they're a very aggressive deck, so we might want to just get Dwynen's Elite out to make some chump blockers if necessary. The double cottage, that is rough. I will play, yeah, the Dwynen's Elite. That gives us an elf token if there's another elf on the battlefield, or we control another elf. So play Tribute, but I do want to get this Leaf Crown Visionary because it pumps up our elves and we can start swinging in. One has 1 mana open, so we probably, oh, nothing. Okay, I was gonna say we're probably gonna get surprised with something here, but I guess not. I can play the Tribute and then the Stalwart. Ooh, I could have played out the Restless Cottage, played the Leaf Crown Visionary, and then next turn played the Tribute and the Stalwart and then Tribute. Actually, it doesn't really matter at all. Yeah, let's put power to the board. I don't think we need to draw cards quite, or draw cards through Tribute yet. Not that we can even do that yet. I have the 1 Stalwart on defense. I guess we can attack in for 5. I feel like this is one of the games that we really want to win here. Opponent might not attack in though until they have all the pump spells in the world. I will not be blocking that, I don't think. Because even if we block it, it will deal some damage. Okay. I can play the Tribute and the Dwynen's Elite. That will draw me a card from the Tribute, and then it will make a 4/4 token. Oh, I can pay. Maybe I'll draw another card. Alright, another elf. Our board's getting pretty crazy now. Tribute triggers on both token or on tokens and on non-token creatures. So we get the 2 counters from tribute onto the token. This is a very good showing for a first game. I'm happy with this. The games that I was playing on ranked, I did not have as good hands as this one, so. And we managed to put mono red on the back foot here for the time being. That's a lot of blockers if they're not going in for any attacks here. Okay. I think we play the elf. We want untapped land. I mean, yeah, I probably should just play out untapped land. Draw a card. Hopefully we draw into more. Nope. Well, that is pretty big. We can activate this cottage. How much damage we have? They have 5 blockers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attackers. We don't attack in with the Leaf Crown Visionary, so we're gonna only get 1 in if they choose to block everything. I think we're at a bit of an awkward stalemate here. We could attack in. If we attack in and they block the Nemesis, they'll be able to kill the Leaf Crown Visionary, which I think we want to avoid, so I think we just wait 1 turn. We'll give it 1 turn and then... Because we can't kill the opponent if we attack in. None of our creatures have trample. And they're not big enough. I mean, they're big enough to trade away a lot of their board, I guess. In that regard, maybe we should have attacked. Probably a misplay. That's nice, but they can't offspring it because they haven't drawn into any lands. First lightning on the Stalwart. I guess I could have used that to activate the cottage, but I don't think we mind. They could target the Emberheart Challenger and maybe find a land. Nope, another Nemesis, which is great because that one's going to be exiled. They can't play it. We can trade with the 3/3. They attack in with one of our 4/4 elves. It'll do 3 damage and then 3 damage again, which we will do. I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I still have 5 blockers. They removed one of our creatures, so we only have 6 attackers. I think we trade. This is a good trade for us because this can also draw them cards. We just need to tap the top deck a Genesis Wave, and then we should have a really good chance of winning, or just top deck an elf so I can start drawing cards with the Visionary and Tribute. Another Elf Lord turns like every creature into a draw with the Tribute. One has another Emberheart Challenger, which is unfortunate for us. Burst Lightning. Yeah, that's not good for us because they could Burst Lightning the Leaf Crown Visionary, which they should have done the last time. It's gonna get a Browse trigger when they cast the Burst Lightning, so we have to double block it if we want to kill it. We could block with the cottage. And then that way we don't go down any of our elves. We do go down a land. But this only sends us down 1 creature. I don't know. At this point, I don't know. We just need to top deck better. There we go. Alright. QQ. Tap these bad boys. We can Genesis Wave for 5. It's not crazy, but... Alright, that is very, very nice, because that will draw us some cards. By some, I mean 4. This will draw us another card, put another body onto the battlefield, and then next turn, I think we can just attack in, and we should be able to win. Hold off attacking. 1 turn. 2 spells in hand. They've been at 4, stuck on 3 lands, so they finally get their 4th land. Another Manifold Mouse. We have, like, double Elf Lord that we can play down next turn, so I think we're in a pretty good spot. I think our opponent needed to be more aggressive here, because we're just always going to outvalue them over the long term. Oh, they did have some rough draws. Alright, GG. First win. 1-0. Well, that first game alleviated a lot of my concerns. We got one cool elf game. A 3-drop, a 4-drop, and a, let's just say, like a 6-drop. No. Oh. Tyvar is so good with Elvish Archdruid. We'll get rid of a land. It's probably a bit greedy, but hey. How many lands are in this deck? 21. Maybe we'll draw another. Oh gosh. Opponent on some type of domain or something. Domain deck, some ramp deck. Playing multiple colors. And lots of them. I guess we can attack in with the Stalwart. See if the opponent wants to cut it down for 1 damage. Well, we tried. Please do not kill this Loamspeaker, because otherwise we can't cast any of our hand. They're going to do it. Oh, no. Okay, Soul Tie Squirming Emergence. Okay. So they're a Reanimator deck. Gotta move fast. I think we play Tyvar because it's going to be harder for them to remove Tyvar, and especially if we get Reacher here. It's not good though. They have the Invasion of Tovada in their graveyard, so they can target that. They already have like 8 permanents in their graveyard. That is really bad. Tyvar. I think I'll just take it down to see if we can get a creature. Got a creature. You whiff on Tyvar a fair amount in this deck. It's kind of annoying when you take it down. Mostly we're playing it for the passive ability, or whatever you want to call this, the static ability, and the untap. It's like almost like a 2-mana planeswalker in this deck, because you can untap a creature after you play it. The opponent gets an elf from us, and they get archaeologists from themselves. It's a lot of blockers. Get back another Squirming Emergence, so you get back a Traxa eventually. I don't know why they went for a Tali over a Traxa. It feels like the wrong move, but what do I know? Not much. I will draw a card. And then can tap that to play this. And then untap it. And then play.
We can do this all day.
This. I will go ahead and draw a card. Ooh, Glissa is super good here. I'll draw us a card. We're doing the elf thing. This is if we get the tribute and Tyvar and stuff, it gets real silly really fast, but it is so hard to get to this stage. Alright, we'll play Glissa because it's excellent in combat. We're probably not going to block with that, so we'll just play this. Can't pay to draw a card, but 6/6 first strike death touch. Pretty good. We have 3 Elf Lords on the battlefield. The excellent top deck would be a Genesis Wave, and if we can keep Tyvar around. Opponent is probably playing like a copy or two of Bitter Triumph. Or Whale of Forgotten could bounce it back, which would be a little annoying, but one's looking at things. That's not a good sign. Please leave us alone, opponent. Dang, I really like playing elves. I might have to revisit elves and try and tweak this deck, because I feel like there's not enough 1-drop elves in the deck. In the mono green elf deck that I put together, we played a ton of 1-drop elves. This deck only has the Stalwarts and the Llanowar Elves. Whale of Forgotten, goodbye Glissa. We have to discard a card. We'll discard a land. Please leave Tyvar alone though, opponent. We're cool like that. You don't have to worry about him. He only makes like 6 extra mana next turn. It's no biggie. I don't think they're leaving Tyvar alone. They have 3 mana at their disposal. They can reanimate something. So they can reanimate an Atraxa. Whatever. Whatever. Atraxa's not that big of a deal, surely, right? We need the nut draw. We need a Genesis Wave and like another Genesis Wave. And then Lathril. It's not impossible, but we also need Tyvar to live, so we need the opponent to forget to attack. What? Wait, what? What are you doing, opponent? You're what? Okay. We will... Yeah, we want to draw as many cards so we have a good chance of seeing. Okay. Does this net us any mana? I don't think this nets us mana. So we can wait. QQ, tap everything. We'll add green. Add some green. Untap it for more green. Add more green. Add even more green. And you know what? Add a bit more green. If the opponent has a sweeper. Oh no, if the opponent has a sweeper. Alright, 15. Genesis Wave for 15. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, new Tyvar. Tribute. 3 Tree City. Like that. What? We don't need all the Tyvars. Alright, that's pretty good. Elf, if we draw our deck, I will laugh.
Let's make it
Oh.
right to remember.
This is gonna be so bad. Good thing we didn't hit the other tribute otherwise. Oh my god. Oh, that's another Genesis Wave. Ah, Tyvar's good. We don't have enough attackers because of the way I did it. Play down Tyvar. Add a bit of green. Ooh, wait. I might actually be able to Genesis Wave into... We can't do the full 12s. We'll do, like... How many creatures do we think are left in our deck? We'll do 7. Can we find... Lathril? There you are, Lathril. We will not put the tribute into... or onto the battlefield. Actually could give us some more elves. Please do not draw my deck. And maybe, just maybe, we can drain the opponent out with Lathril. This is so... It's so funny. Alright, we have 1 card in deck. Can't play any elves. Tap. 10 elves we control. Oh, we definitely cannot do this. No! We ran out of time! Hopefully the opponent doesn't have another Atali, otherwise we're gonna draw the last card in our deck. I got a little close to the sun. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, yeah. I am so glad I played elves. This is funny every time. Funny every time. Wait, what? Wait. Full control. Let me do this. Please. We win. I should have done this post-combat anyways. Oh, that's 10. We did it! The opponent didn't know what Lathril did. Let's go! 2-0. Okay. Well, that opponent had one job, and it was to block and lose a Tali. And actually, if they lost the Tali, they would have been able to reanimate it and then exiled the last card in our library, and we would have died to top drawing. So we kind of misplayed by attacking, but then the opponent misplayed by not blocking, and then we actually stole the game, which is insane. Okay, this hand seems like awesome if the opponent doesn't remove things, but the opponent is playing Burst Lightning or Cut Down, or is this Convoke? Wait, we might have a shot against Convoke. Okay. Llanowar Elves into Elvish Archdruid. It's a pretty good start. Or is this mono white tokens? It's mono white tokens, isn't it? No! That means they're probably playing Sweepers and Caretaker's Talent. And, so we're gonna play out all our things, and then they're gonna sweep the entire board, and we're gonna cry. Just need to win one more. One win. That's all I need, Magic Gods. All I need. We do have the perfect 1-2 Llanowar into Archdruid, but the opponent has Bunnycorn. Okay, so it's not mono white tokens. It's Azorius cookies. I don't know what you really want to call it. It's a lot of things. We need to make some blockers. Sheltered by ghosts. Sheltered by ghosts. What a broken card. Not gonna lie, I was like silently hoping that for some reason they might ban it on the when they were doing the ban list update some time ago. But they didn't ban any cards in standard. They only banned cards. Well, they banned some cards and unbanned some cards in modern. That's all that I remember from that. Bunnycorn. This card is shockingly like good, and it's from Wilds of Eldraine, so it's gonna be here for a while. I think I need to try brewing around with it some. I was testing decks the other day to try and I was trying to like put together decks that I could play on. No, it's flying and I'm dead. I'm not dead, but I'm just like most of the way dead. What could we top deck to get us out of this? Nothing, I'm pretty sure. And that will certainly not do it. I throw so bad and like for like standard purposes. We're only playing one copy of it, but drew it here. Unfortunately, the opponent doesn't need to block. They're at 45 life. 2-1. Opponent goes first again. No. And we have one of our 2 tap lands. I think honestly, in this deck, you play like one cottage. It's so annoying when you draw it when you don't want it. I don't know. Or maybe you play the new land, but you really need green sources. Like, elf decks are very heavy on green pips. I don't know. We'll keep. I don't really want to mulligan a hand with Llanowar Elves. Though the fact that the opponent's playing Orzhov and played a tap land is a little concerning, but they might be Lifegain. But Lifegain can have massive flyers or just massive creatures. This will be a very interesting. Yeah, it's Lifegain. That's not like a good reason to play the gain lands as if you're playing a Lifegain deck. Same with the desert lands. Those lands, I hardly ever play them just because I despise tap lands. But they do have some nice synergies. No, that one gets big and can go flying, potentially. Trade the pride mate? No? Okay. Could not convince them. Kinda want to play Tribute here. Could play this into a Stalwart and draw a card. I'll just play this into Stalwart. Makes a 4/4 or a 3/3 rather. Once we get an Elf Lord, it'll be a 4/4. Tribute is it? I gotta. Well, actually, no, I did put together. Whoa! That was unexpected. This kind of is annoying to tap down our biggest creature, but I do want to draw a card because drawing cards is very important. Because top decking is very, very lame. Opponent looks like they're on a very budget Orzhov Lifegain deck. Unfortunately, they didn't draw into any of their Lifegain cards. Unfortunate for them, fortunate for us, because those things would be getting absolutely massive. Elves, oh elves. Yeah, if the opponent doesn't have like spot removal for your powerful elves, you just get so out of hand, man. And then also, if they have sweepers though, if the opponent's playing like Day of Judgment and Raise the Past, things could go badly for us, but if you're playing like a life gain deck, oh, there you go. There's something to gain life. Kind of annoying though. We will trade the Stalwart. That card is really good that you stole from us. By really good, I mean insanely good, and I will go ahead. Okay. Actually, we could just win by attacking. What am I saying? I just wanted to cast the Genesis wave though. Alright, 3-1. I didn't think we'd make it here. I was saying in one of the other matches, I never am good at finishing my thoughts. We'll keep this. We have 1-drop into 2-drop into Archdruid potentially. But I was saying previously that I was like testing decks and talking about Regal Bunnycorn. Regal Bunnycorn, I feel like it might be a decent or like a safe card to craft just because it's good in like mono white and aggro decks and stuff. Opponent looks to be on Esper Pixie. Super annoying deck. Like incredibly annoying. They just strip you of your hand while they replay a Hopeless Nightmare 1,000 times or Nowhere to Run 1,000 times. I've avoided like decks that I hate seeing. I try not to play or like do videos on, like Esper Pixie, Mono Black discard. I try not to play them or post videos showing them because I hope no one plays them. Never. Nope, that's gonna die to a nowhere to run. But if it doesn't, Genesis Wave for 3 or 4 next turn potentially, or 5 potentially if we top deck a land. Maybe Genesis Wave for 5 if we top deck a land. Really need some card draw because the opponent's gonna make us discard cards here. Like if they have the right cards, they could double Hopeless Nightmare us, which looks like they might. I don't know. What a strong uncommon. Or like just a very synergistic uncommon. Hopeless Nightmares. That is a land, but it is not untapped. Play Tyvar the Punisher, or could generate all my mana and then Genesis Wave for 4. Or wait. 5. No. I can't count. Is this 4? That's 7. Yeah, that's 4. Alright, we'll give 4 is like the maximum of our curve, so how bad could this be? That is amazing. What? I think that should just be straight up one game against their deck. I don't think they have anything to stop that. That is the best possible like combination of cards we could have asked for. Because next turn we have like super lethal if most of our creatures live. That is absolutely fine. We don't care. Because the reason why we have super lethal is we have Tyvar, which we can give indestructible. Not super relevant. It just makes it harder to remove, and you can chump block and stuff with him. But if we pay 5 into it, oh, that's not fun. That's fine. I don't even know if we need to really activate Tyvar, but it does give all our creatures +5/+5 if we do activate it. But we would tap down the Elvish Archdruid to do so. But we could activate it twice, so they actually would get +15/+15. No! Okay. But I think we still have lethal. GG, what the heck? 4 in 1. Alright, opponent goes first. That's not good. And we have 3 3-drops in our hand and 4 lands in our 21 land deck. This hand is very bad. Like this is a bad situation to be in. Let's mulligan. This hand is like not much better because we still hit like 2 3-drops and our like 6-drop in quotes, I guess. Dwynen's Elite really wants another elf. Well, the opponent goes first. We'll probably draw into a card that is good, surely. Keep Tyvar over the Genesis Wave just because it's harder to kill. Okay, we're into mono red on the play. It looks like our Boros, maybe. I had nothing on 1. What? Okay, they must have top decked that. Ooh, Glissa's really good into mono red. Excellent top deck. We stay. We keep the elfing going, I guess. Emberheart Challenger. I see 2 mice. That's mice v elves. What wins? Monstrous Rage. We have no more health. We didn't draw the land, and we drew into too many Leafground Visionaries. Why not? Not gonna make a difference. Now the Heartfire Hero has Trample. We can't really block it well. The opponent has enough mana to Offspring a... Okay, they don't. They just... Lightning Strike. Yeah, this is very, very doomed. Oh, we can't even kill it. I shouldn't have blocked it, because when they Lightning Strike, it gets the Prowess trigger. Wait, We still kill it, opponent. You kind of messed up. You just had to lightning strike the Dwynen's elite. Well, it doesn't really matter because we have no creatures on board and only 2 mana 1/1s to play. Yeah. Our mono red opponent drew more lands than us. Not fair. Not fair. I still can't tell, like I can't get a read on if this deck is actually like okay to playable or just absolutely horrendous. GG. 4-2. Opponent goes first and a 3-lander with 2 3-drops and 2 Genesis Waves. Ouch. Put that simply, ouch. Okay, this is good. We will put away the forest. Or do we want to put away the Cavern of Souls? Cavern of Souls might be useful. I don't know if it matters. The opponent's probably not playing Cavern of Souls. Doesn't look like... Ooh, triple Llanowar Elf. I don't know if it's good, but it certainly is silly. We can go pretty crazy. Mono white Lifegain. Potentially. Might not be mono white. We play Llanowar Elf into Dwynen lead, I think. More elves on board means once we get a lord, more damage. I miss when Loamspeaker was playable. Well, I don't know if it was ever really truly playable, but saw some play. I don't think Loamspeaker does much anymore, or sees much play anymore. Empty-handed opponent. Come at us. Can't really attack. Opponent's just gonna stonewall us with an Ajani's Pridemate. Oh, that's pretty good. That's like a Johnny's Pridemate, but in the air. That also draws a card each turn. Ended land. Okay. I mean, I could attack in, but like, I don't think the amount of elves we lose is worth it compared to if we can just top deck a single elf lord. Oh, yeah. Linden is a card that I didn't play in the Lifegain deck because I didn't have any copies of it, and I didn't think that it was fair. I didn't think playing a full playset of Linden was necessarily needed, but it works really well in terms of providing a massive pump to your creatures. Archdruid, you're a little late to the party. It's okay. Alright, well, I think we go out in a blaze of glory, because I think we're dead next turn if they attack in with everything, because they'll get like 5 Linden triggers, and then this Exemplar will be large enough, so... Go elves, go! How much damage can we do? Not much. Well, that will be GG. Alright, let's check on our rewards here. Okay, well, taking a little longer than expected. Here we go. 4 wins, 300 gems in a pack. So we go up like 100 gems. Didn't actually go negative with elves, which is kind of crazy. And let's open that pack. I'll talk briefly. I think I'm still kind of confused whether or not elves is a good deck in terms of like playable to like fringe playable, in the sense that like you'll actually win half to close to half of your games, or like more than half of your games. But hopefully you found this entertaining regardless. In terms of like the grand scheme of decks that I've played on standard events, this has been on par with like okay, because we played mono white Lifegain. I think we went 4 wins deep or 5 wins deep in the video. I played 2 other standard events with that mono white Lifegain. One of them I think I went 3-3 with, one I went 7-0 with, and then we played the previous deck, which was Omniscience combo, where we did very well with. I think we got a bit lucky there, but anyways, thank you for watching. Let me know what you'd like to see in a standard event here, and I will give it a try. I'll put my gold and gems on the line, because, well, why not? Have a nice morning, evening, night, afternoon, wherever and whenever you're watching. Take care of yourself. Ciao.